Welcome to another working hangout. I did this last night as well, and I nearly didn't come into the office today, so I thought I would just get back on and force myself into the office, get back and do some more work. And one way that it helps me stay motivated is by doing one of these working hangouts, because then people can join in and give me a bit of company. Hi Kenneth, how are you? Thanks for popping in. Yeah, so it's one of those cool things where it gets me working. We've got a fair bit of I've got some photographs to take, so I've got that to do, and then I'll be able to get on with some listing. Hi Eric. Yes, clean shaven. Kez says, "Az, glue that facial hair back on." Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. New hair or just a shave, says Claire. Just a shave. The hair is the same. Just a shave. Thank you for asking, Claire. David says, "Hi, let's list." Yes, David. Definitely, that's the plan. So anyone who wants to hop onto the stream and do some listing live, let me know, and I'll pop the link into the chat. Lincoln Seller, Claire Plant. Hi there, guys. Yeah, so like I said, nearly didn't come in because I was feeling so shattered. I was like, oh my god, and I nearly didn't come in, but I'm glad I did. I've got a couple of hours. I want to use them wisely. Otherwise, I would just be at home not doing much. Texas Brenda says hi there, Texas Brenda. The Nutty Pro Seller, just got used to that beard. Did you donate it for the next pirate movie? No, I didn't, Nutty Pro Seller. But yeah, it was just too. It was disheveled. It wasn't neat. It wasn't a neat beard, and I didn't want to do it. So like, yeah, I just didn't fancy doing it. So it had to all go, because I want to eat burgers. And that bothers me when I can't eat burgers properly. It starts, messing with me. Smooth as baby skin. Uniquely me, Tracy. Hi there. Free Runner Show. Hi. BCP. Hi. So more than welcome to jump in as usual. What I will do is I'll get the link now and put it into the chat. So if you want to join me and give me some company, because I'm going to be taking some photos, so I will be away from the camera, but I can always turn the camera around, but there's really not a great deal to look at over there. It's quite, those are some clothes I bought. I can show you those clothes. I bought those. I spent £9 on some clothes, so I can show you those. The beard has escaped, looking smooth. Hey Andrew, how are you? Here is the link for anyone that wants to pop in. Nothing gets in the way of a man in his food. Exactly, Eric. When you can't eat burgers happily, it's annoying. I'm just popping to the supermarket, but we'll be back to watch soon. I had no idea your office was so big. I'd like to see photography skills. I'm using my phone at the moment, so it kind of sucks. But yeah, I'm going to be doing that. Cromsy, you won't look a bit like your wanted person. Thanks, John. I'm just popping to the supermarket. Okay, yeah, no worries. And Marie Perrelette, or Perrellet, I don't know how you pronounce that, Marie, sorry. But hi, thank you for popping in. I appreciate it. You know what I'm going to do? I don't like the chat. As in, I don't like seeing the chat on StreamYard. I prefer seeing it thingy-majig, if that makes sense. No, that doesn't make sense. I want to kind of put it on here so I can just let me just unmute myself there. What I want to do is I want to kind of pop out the chat. There we go. Beautiful. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. Yeah, that was me. I forgot that using StreamYard, closing the window, messes things up. Yeah, my mistake. My mistake. Apologies. You're blind, says Freerunner. No, you're not. No, it was nothing that you said. Sorry, guys. The beard didn't interfere. No. Okay, what I'll do then is, if you guys don't mind, I'm gonna turn the camera around and I'll take some photos, and hopefully my voice will carry over to the webcam. I'm not gonna be able to see. Like all the chat straight away. There we go. The beard got revenge. Hey, Landshot Picker, will you take less? Says live from inside a coal bunker. All right. I'm going to go and start taking some photos. I've got photos of stuff that I did yesterday, like I drafted, and I've got some RC parts to photograph. You're not really going to see a great deal. No worries. I'm on in the background. No worries, RJ. That's the whole point of this. Right. I had a lecky mirror at uni. 4 of us would sit in the dark in the middle of winter rather than be the one who went to Seaport, says Peter Cummins. Don't worry, we'll just talk amongst ourselves. Oh, Tracy's jumped in, so you can always talk to Tracy as well while I'm taking some pics. Hi, Tracy.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Just turn that on. I'm fantastic.
You look good.
Pardon?
You look good. I like the beard going.
I thought you said you like the beard.
Yeah, I wanted you to keep it, but now I like it gone.
Okay, cool. I'm happy then.
Yeah.
That'll do.
Because that should make you happy, right?
Yeah, that does that. That is it. That is now the official. Okay. Beck prefers it as well, to be honest. So.
All right. Cool. Go get to work. I'm here to keep you accountable.
Okay. Super. Are you working as well?
I am just starting. Yeah, I might have to. I might have to shut my camera off for maybe a couple minutes. It's
fine. It's fine. All right, guys. So yeah, you can chat amongst yourselves, chat to Tracy, and if anyone else pops in, I'll add them too. I'll whack the invite in one more time as well.
Right on.
And then we can get to some work. I nearly didn't come in this evening.
Why?
I was just feeling lazy. I think.
When you start feeling like that, you just have to get up and go, and you don't have a choice then. I know.
Exactly, that's what it was. Right. Let me just turn the camera around. Not much to see, but there we go.
Here we
go. Taking photos.
Looks like a proper workspace, a little cleaner than mine.
It's a decent size. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I've got to get some parts photoed. Bags of this stuff. I'm using my phone as well, and I hate that.
Yeah, why are you using that?
Well, I got rid of the camera because I wanted to get a different camera, and we've just not really had the money to get the one I wanted, so now I'm without the camera. And I knew I was going to break it, so I thought I'd sell it before I broke, because I've already broken the lens once.
Yeah. RJ, I'm in Texas, y'all. There we go. Can you tell?
You have to add that bit in to prove it, right?
I do, and it's Tracy with an I. RJ. Hi, everybody that I missed. Yep, Eric says I'm cracking the whip. Yep, someone's got to keep it here moving if Becca's not there to do it.
Exactly. She's done her shift already, bless, and then she had to go home and cook, and
it's never done until you.
Exactly, she has so much stuff to do. You don't have to worry about any of the other stuff. Okay.
Hey, Jamie. Or should I say, hi, Jamie? Can you hear me? Jamie? Peter Ray.
So, what do you think of Donald Trump's latest interview?
I didn't see it because I don't turn on my TV lately because I don't like to know.
Oh, but he said he had the perfect phone call.
Oh,
It was the perfect call.
the perfect call.
Yeah, because apparently there's a leaked kind of
I guess I better catch up on our politics, huh? Like, I just try so hard to stay oblivious. It's pretty sad.
It's not much better over here, Tracy.
Okay, it's sad. I used to be so into this, and my husband's very political, so I just let him handle it all in our household.
It's crazy over here now as well, to be honest.
Yeah.
They were shouting like crazy earlier today.
I don't know. About what?
I don't know, stuff.
Yeah. I'm over it. I hate it. I wish I knew, but when I know what's going on in the political world, I tend to go dark in my head, and I don't like it there. So, I'm not suggesting anyone else live their life like this.
It's just how you react.
Yeah. I mean, my husband's so political. I had to ask him before we got married. I said, if you ever think you're going to run for any sort of office, I need to know now because I don't want to marry you if that's the case.
Well, if you did now, these YouTube videos would be quiet.
They would not be here. Nope. No. So, I don't know. It makes me kind of seem stupid since I don't pay attention, but
I don't think it does. I think it can be quite disheartening, can't it? Like the way things are. Like it's, I don't know.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, like you said, if you don't watch much TV or listen to much radio, then
oblivious is a beautiful place to be for me.
The thing is, you got to be super careful of things like Facebook as well, though. So much misinformation.
Yeah, I just block all that stuff. Like, I just don't have.
Have you ever been in that awkward situation where you're like, this has happened in the past, not now, because now I don't have any friends on Facebook. Like before, when it first came out, like people that were your friends wouldn't necessarily think about what they were posting and wouldn't normally share views that they share.
Yeah.
They kind of expose themselves to you in a different light to what you.
Yeah, I've lost a lot of friends that way, actually.
That's sad, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But I'm the kind of person that I'm fine with whatever your political views are. I don't judge on that. That just means we can't discuss it because I don't like debate. And like my husband's the opposite. He likes debate. So they get friendlier the more the debate is. I pull away if I have to debate. So I just try to not discuss politics with anyone I like.
Oh, that's a good rule to have.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely have my own views. It's not that I don't have views. It's
safest to not share them.
And a lot of people think you can change things. I don't think it's something I can change, honestly. So
yeah, definitely.
I'm kind of weird that way, but we have such a short amount of time on this planet that I want to live it happy. I choose happy.
Yeah.
I don't know. All I've got in the end.
I need like a higher table. I'm bending over like this to make my back hurt.
Yeah, you do. You should just get those risers that you put under the legs. Hi, bum crack. You know what I'm talking about? They're like little plastic risers.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, I find them in thrift shops here all the time. Hi, Ansley. Ansley thinks just like me. Let's go into a beautiful oblivion. Like my day can't get bad now. I had my nails and I had a manicure and pedicure today, so I'm happy. So the politics would just ruin all that happiness.
You know what? didn't realise I had.
Eric says you could use old KFC buckets to raise the table.
Yeah, I don't know if they would handle the weight.
Not so sure.
I thought I had this really nice. So much pain though.
Hey, will you take this? Hi everyone. I'm gonna try to kind of keep up with the chat, but not completely.
Yeah, this is a working hangout. We're serious professionals.
Well, thank you, Zahir, because I was literally I just had said in my head, I go, I'm gonna do a working hangout, and as soon as I said that, you went live. I go, perfect. It's not on. I have no responsibility then, and I can still be held accountable.
That's not going to work, is it? Freaking hole in the freaking thing.
What are you struggling with?
Oh, it's just I've noticed one of these parts has got like a hole in the bottom of the bag, so yeah, it's annoying.
Hey, Todd.
Okay. If anyone wants to join, put it in the chat so that Tracy can then read it, and then I can come over and add you, because I've not seen the chat, and then if anyone's waiting in there.
That's actually why I popped in so fast. I was going to hold on, and I go, well, he's going to be over there taking photos.
Oh, very kind of you.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Vicky.
Oh my gosh. Thing is, once I've done this, I'll feel like, okay, that's at least some work done.
Yeah.
And then I can chill out. And I'll get paid tomorrow as well.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
So that's like a bonus. I think I'll feel a lot better.
Yeah, it'll make it all worthwhile.
It'll make sense of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now I'm just thinking, what am I doing?
I know. It'll all be fine. You're doing
the right thing to do, though.
Yep, it is.
It's completely the right thing to do. Oh man.
Oh my God, Tommy.
Is Tommy in the chat?
No. I just deleted him. Oh wait, I'm not a mod. Never mind. Yeah, he's here.
All right, Tommy.
Go ahead.
Who buys these things?
Your clients. Hey, I'm going to be right back. I've got something in the oven I need to pull out.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. I don't know about you guys, but that sometimes happens to me when I'm listing stuff. I just think to myself, who buys this? Does that happen to any of you guys in the chat? I'll come over and read them in a minute. I'm nearly done with these RC parts, and then I'll move on to some clothes and bits. Oh man, my posture is so bad. My back is killing me. Too much belly, that's the problem. Okay, let's put this. Oh, that is painful. Okay, so that is the first set of bits. So I've photographed a bunch of RC parts now, which can now be listed. My back, it's because I'm so fat. Let me get it sorted out. Let's go into the. Stephen Moore. Hi there. Hello, Stephen.
Hello. Can you
How are you?
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine. How are you?
Yeah, I'm right. Thanks. I'm surprised my cam and mic works. I haven't used it in ages.
I can hear you perfectly, but the webcam isn't moving. It is and it isn't. Hear you fine though. Oh, there you go. No.
Oh, You hear me now?
We can hear you perfectly, but it's just,
Can't see me?
yeah, your webcam keeps freezing.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Oh, working?
It was, and then it freezes.
It's very dark in this house, so
Yeah. Oh, that's a shame. But we can hear you okay.
quiet.
Thanks. Are you doing a bit of work this evening, then, Stephen? Or?
Yeah, stuff all over the floor. It's a complete mess, and the wife's gone out.
Oh, so you're getting a bit of work done while she's out, are you?
Yeah, I've kind of been on and off all day. So I have my MOT today, so that was in the middle of the day.
Oh, that's annoying when that happens. Did it get through okay? Or?
Novice mistake. I didn't do my tyres, and so I got charged £24 to put my tyres up.
Oh wow, that's insane. Free Runner says has just packed a giant printer. Wow. All right, let me see if these photos have come through on Google. What's it called?
I don't know why my camera's not on.
It's just it just keeps freezing. That's why it's intermittent. It works for a few seconds and freezes.
And put it back in, if you pardon the expression.
No worries.
Wow, what's he doing?
Yeah, you will
Bring it out, put it back in.
At that point.
Holy hell!
He's
What
just,
the heck is going on up in here?
It's a Texas invasion.
Texas invades the
The
UK.
Surrey invasion.
we've got Surrey and we've got the northwest of England and we've got two Texans. That's a good combination.
Where's
Next to each other.
Where's Stephen from?
Oh, was another
Stephen
one.
from South.
Silver hair stacker.
Hello, Stephen.
Just under London.
How are you doing, Luke?
We can hear you okay, Silver Hair Stacker.
Okay, sorry. Did I yell?
No,
It's your hand.
He thinks that English accent has to be really loud.
there's some feedback though, I think.
It's not me. I have my headset on.
Not me.
Is it me?
It might be Stephen. Yeah, it might be.
Stephen, shame on you, Luke.
Probably.
Try again. I'll remove you from the stream and then see if it works.
Do you have another window open?
I've got the YouTube
Yeah, if
one.
you've got the YouTube, that would be. You've got to close that.
That would be.
Just close it.
Yeah.
Close it completely.
Yeah, there you go. It's gone now.
Yep.
So I had the sound off, but I am thing up.
Oh yeah, it might just be the volume level as well.
Is that better?
There's definitely some feed. Yeah, it sounds like the Smurfs in the background. So
The Smurfs.
Yeah, I'm going to remove you, Stephen, and then try joining again.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Hey, Papa Smurf.
There we go. Yeah, there's no feedback now, is there?
Nope.
Nope. It sounds good.
Okay, let me just see if these photos turn up.
Yes, I can hear Zahir very clearly now, which may not be good.
Why not? What's wrong with?
I'm just teasing. I'm a kidder.
Zahir and Tommy have like ASMR voices to me. Like, yeah.
What is ASMR?
I know what it stands for, but it's like a pleasant like sound that relaxes you.
I just don't get that. I honestly.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, now Todd has it too.
Oh.
You've got one, definitely.
Come to the light.
I think you've got quite a good
imagination.
No, I think the cool thing is because you don't get to see him.
Mm-hmm.
I think it adds like a mystique.
Yeah.
And the voice is awesome. You do have an awesome voice.
No, I don't.
Full of character. It is full of character.
Yeah. Character.
Yeah.
Character.
Very
definitely.
Character.
I think so.
Yeah.
I have lots of character because I am aged beyond my years.
Well, that'll do it as well. You know,
Yeah, it will. I
a lot of
mean,
experience.
think about it. Do people deserve more respect just because they're aged?
Nope.
In some cases, yes, a little bit.
Yeah, it's obviously not in every case. There's always exceptions to things, but in the main, I would say it's a good basic place to start from. It's better to have respect for someone aged and then lose it than never to give it in the first place.
Oh my God, that's beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, Zahir, you're my hero. Taking care of the elderly, are we now over there in the UK? Yes.
That's a slight knowledge bomb, I would say.
That's a very respectable position.
It is quite a safe position to have. I think.
Very safe. See the way you roll.
Yes, if you take care of the elderly.
I think you should.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't get this.
What do you not get?
I'm just gonna see drafts. How many drafts are there on here then?
Make sure you're putting it on the right account. Did you get all that figured out?
Yes, this
Watcher 1421 says old and wise equals respect. Old and bitter equals euthanasia.
That's just something else. That is.
Mm-hmm.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's a great statement, though.
Yeah.
I think we're good. I'm just going to see how this works out. Download the photos from Google Drive. Download. So, Todd, are you up to anything this evening, or work-wise, or are you just chilling? Oh, he's gone.
He's taking pictures. He's old. He can't hear you from over there.
Oh, he's taking pictures. Cool.
I'm sorry, what?
No.
I have a Waltham watch to list today.
A Waltham watch. Oh, that looks very retro.
8. Wow.
It's very nice.
And how much are you going to be selling that for?
I don't know. How about $5 and I pay the shipping? I put a new battery in it, so I don't know. No, it may be a $20 watch plus shipping.
Cool.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I'm easy.
You're easy.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
That's one of mine and Rebecca's jokes. Because it was like on one of our first dates where and you ask her, where do you want to go or something,
Mm-hmm.
and where do you want to go to eat or something, and she said, oh, I'm easy.
Perfect. You're like, great.
Yeah, we were like, yeah, okay. So
glad I asked you out.
yeah, that was it. We've always had that as a joke since then, because she didn't mean it like that. She obviously meant, but it was just so funny.
Yeah.
It was one of those things that was just funny.
Well, I'm sure you jumped on that like.
No, it was good. It was a good situation.
Yes, I'm sure. Poor Bags. I feel sorry for her every day. I'm teasing.
I know.
She's a very nice lady, though.
She is. She's lovely. 2, 3. Todd is so old he'll soon become a tourist attraction. Oh, that's just mean, BCP.
That was great.
That's mean.
I'm so old, I will soon become a tourist attraction. That's great. I love that.
Oh, gosh.
I'll be up there with Jurassic Park. Yeah. I should have a theme song. Da, 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 da.
Oh, that's
Da,
such a
da, da.
great movie.
Yeah.
I liked it.
It was a good series. I enjoyed it. And then the Disney rides. We took the family, and rode the
Oh, cool. No,
rode
to be
the
honest,
Disney.
I didn't enjoy the other ones. The first one was just the one because the first one was kind of magical because I saw it at the cinema and it was the first time we'd ever seen such good CGI. Really,
Yeah.
that and the first time I saw The Mask at the cinema because I was quite young then, and when I saw The Mask at the cinema, my dad took me. And I was like, that was mind blowing at the time. That was literally mind blowing.
The Mask was?
Yeah, I mean, I remember just repeating phrases from The Mask for like months after the movie. It was just,
The
really
Mask.
good movie. Yeah.
Respond to offer. Okay.
Oh, you got an offer? Cool.
Let's see. The lid persuader never failed jar and bottle opener. You expect me to give this to you for $9?
Why is $9 the number I've been getting lately too? Like, what's up with that? $9.
And who lives in Brooklyn, Michigan? Brooklyn is New York. Why would somebody in Brooklyn, Michigan? I will make a counter offer of $11 American.
Stephen, are you coming back in? I see you in the chat, but
I think he said his phone wasn't going to work because he's stealing the internet from his.
right, yeah, it might be an internet connection thing because it was just freezing. Did they recognize you at work today? Says Rod. Oh, okay. Yeah. I saw that, Stephen. Okay, cool. I hadn't shaved at work. I came home and decided I had a bolognese, and it got messy, and I think it was a wake up call that I'm not ready for the responsibilities of beardage.
You got to grow up a little bit, huh?
With great beard comes great responsibility. I've had to go back. Okay.
So Todd, can I use you since you're here?
Oh, where is this going?
Well, you're
Yes.
here. And you have knowledge bombs that I don't have.
I have
Okay.
a long life of knowledge.
Okay, I'm going to just start with this one. This is a Timex electric. It's
Okay, hang on. I'm giving a customer a refund, which sucks.
I have my third return today in the past week because they always come in threes. I knew it would, and it came today.
Okay.
3 bucks.
Where am I at? Okay, hang on. Wait. Dang it. Where's my...
Oh, he does want to come back in. I'm sorry.
We'll give it one more go then. Hopefully it'll work better this time, Stephen.
Hi,
Show me again, Tracy, what you got.
Whoops. Okay, it's a Timex electric. It's the bubble, like it has the bubble glass thingy, right?
No, in other words, it's fat like me.
Yeah, and me. And then the back, is it missing a plate, or is that what it's supposed to look like?
That's what it's supposed to look like. Those old
Okay.
early
And it's
battery
tiny.
quartz watches
Uh-huh.
had fairly large batteries.
Okay.
So definitely call it vintage in your listing.
Yeah.
And then when you
work. So
when you put a new battery in it, it should be worth maybe $20-$30.
Okay. Even though it's teeny tiny wrist, like tiny.
It's got a stretchy band. It should be okay.
Okay.
Hello again.
But yeah,
Hello?
I'll try to put the diameter of the
Still freezing.
band in the description.
Okay. And then tell me when you get tired of my questions, because I could probably go for a while. Have you ever heard of Brodex?
Brodex? That's like a Timex only for bros.
Bruh. So that's a
it's
nothing,
like,
I'm sure, right?
no, it's a vintage digital watch. It should be worth. Put a new battery in it. If it works, it's probably $20.
Okay.
That didn't work, Stephen.
Oops.
And
I've never heard of a Nelsonic. Have you?
I have, but it's not a very extremely valuable brand. So another $15 watch with a new battery.
An Armatron.
Yeah, good brand.
Yeah.
Of the less expensive watches. So put a new battery in it, and you got a $15 watch.
This new battery.
And batteries on eBay are like 15 cents.
Yeah, I know. I want to learn it, I think.
And if you have slight ability to put in a new battery yourself, it doesn't take much.
Kits as well, can't you? You can get really nice kits with the
jeweler's
screwdrivers and things. And I mean, that's when you think about it, it's such easy to ship items for like $15-$20 each.
Yeah.
It's very simple to put in a new.
That's a quartz.
What's the name brand?
Oh, I thought that was the name brand.
Quartz.
Sorry, not quartz. It's a Seiko.
Oh, Seiko. Yeah, put a new battery in it. If it looks good and it runs well, $25.
Okay.
It is not difficult to replace batteries. I have stacks of batteries here. Check it out.
I'm gonna learn.
These are all watch batteries, and they don't cost very much.
Yeah.
And I just buy dozens of watches, and it's very simple to replace a watch battery. So if you're a reseller and you don't replace your own watch batteries, you're just stupid.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, you're not stupid. I'm just saying it's like
it's being lazy.
It's well worth doing for the value it adds as well.
I mean, some people like buy a shirt and they wash it and dry it,
steam it,
iron it, steam it, put it on a mannequin, take the pictures,
fix buttons.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And watches are even a little easier than that to do the processing. So why not?
Right.
I mean, this little Waltham watch will sell for maybe $30. I put a new battery in it. It runs great. It looks 97% condition. Why not?
And they're small. I like that. Now, like this is a stopwatch that's a Timex, but it looks like it has some dirt on the inside. Can I pop that glass off and clean it, or is it worth it?
Pop the glass off?
Well, I mean, it looks like there's some gunk on the inside of the glass.
No, I would sell it as is.
As is.
if you can get it working, I would sell it as is.
Even if
because,
it's engraved. Also, I don't know if you can see that it's got initials engraved.
yeah, that should not matter.
Okay,
It's a
nice and
stopwatch.
heavy. Okay, or is it a stopwatch or that's a pocket watch? Yeah.
Okay. Describe your item correctly there, Tracy. I'm teasing you.
I'm trying.
By the way, guys, I'm not ignoring the chat. Well, not completely.
Well, I am. I haven't
It's
looked
fine.
at the chat.
It's fine. It's fine. Todd doesn't need to look at the chat. He's too distinguished.
We've come on and just to hear off his own show.
No, not on. You know what, guys? Please carry on because I'm going to be taking more photos and things as well. So I'm just listing some RC parts. So I'm just trying to make sure I don't mix them up because they all have model numbers starting EK1, then dash 0327, 0336, whatever. So I need to make sure I don't put the wrong photo with the wrong item. 0327.
But Tracy, it looks like you have a good mix of $10 to $30 watches, and all they need is a 15-cent battery and 10 minutes of your time and pictures and list. So,
well, and like this one's a Seiko, so that's a decent brand.
it is a very decent brand.
So, but it's got, I know you can't see it, but it does have some scratches on the face. So, or I don't know what you call that.
Well, just say that in the listing. It has some scratches on the crystal.
Crystal, okay.
And listed up for maybe $20 with the new battery. It will sell.
And like, how do I know, like this Seiko, how do I know if it's got diamond chips or if those are, do I need to know anything about that? I mean, it's mother of pearl face.
Yes.
Do they do diamond chips in there or are those rhinestones? How do I describe that in a watch? Because I can't get in to test them to see if they're diamonds.
If the watch case is not gold, then I would suspect that the crystals in there are cubic zirconia.
Okay, cool. And then this brand I've never even heard of, Wittenauer. Have you heard of that one?
Yes, I have. That's a very old American brand.
Yeah, it's just the
using Swiss parts.
Okay. All right, so they're worth it. I just didn't. They've been sitting here for like a year. I didn't know what to do, so I'll put time into them.
A year?
Thank you, Todd.
Yes. Is it a quartz watch?
The Wittenauer?
Yes.
Let me see.
Does it use a battery?
I believe so.
Making Tracy put her glasses on.
I know, I look old now.
Yeah, you old hag.
Old hag. I mean, how would I know? Like, it doesn't say quartz. Is that what quartz means? I don't even know what quartz means.
Isn't it the method in which it tells the time?
No.
So it's not mechanical, it's quartz. Right?
Usually a quartz will use a battery, and it's a fairly modern watch.
So I should see if I can wind it then.
The name Wittenauer goes back to the 1850s.
Oh, wow.
So it's
okay.
But many of the old name brands, like this watch, this Waltham, is a very old name brand in watches. but they've applied it to a new series of watches, and they're still good watches, but they're new, modern quartz battery operated watches. They're not the old, what you would consider like hand wind or jeweled watches from the late 1800s to 1950.
Okay, I'm going to take some couple more photos and then.
I'm thinking Tommy's asking what a good kit for a battery replacement is. I'm sure Amazon just has batteries with the kit as a set, right?
No, I would go ahead and order the battery replacement kit and then just order batteries as you need them. You open up the back of your watch and well, you look at the numbers on the watch and you see what here. I'll just do one. Where's my knife? I do.
Would you ever consider sitting on one of our channels, yours, mine, or Tommy's, and doing watches with us for afternoon?
Sure.
Because I know Tommy has some too, and he's just as clueless as I am on it.
So, okay, I'm taking the back off of this watch. This is a cheap ass watch. And I pop out the little.
And you're just using a pocket knife.
Yeah, it's an old Schrade.
Oh, nice.
And quite a few of these watches use an AG4 battery. And I've got cards and cards and cards of these. And so you pop out a battery. And I flip out the old battery. If I can get my knife blade under. You see that on the end of my knife blade there? It's a little magnetic. Whoops, dropped the battery. Pop in the new battery and let's see if it works. And sure enough, it's ticking.
Nice.
And so I turned a basically $0 watch into a $10 watch to sell on eBay. It's got a little pan.
Is that one new or used?
Oh, these watches are all used.
Okay, so it's still okay. That's what I was wondering. Yeah, I could see how that could really.
So then I popped the case back on. You saw how long it took me to change out a battery.
Right. Wow.
And this is a very cheap watch. If it gets $9 on eBay, all I got to do is take one picture here, one picture on the side, one picture on the back. Listed on eBay. Cute panda watch with crystals around the edges with a gel band strap. And if it sells for $9, I just made a $7 profit.
Because look, I've got this bag is full of, most of these are new tags, but they're all cheap. And I didn't know what to do with them. But that's over $120 in here if it's $10 a pop, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if you're into small value,
I can do that. Because then I have all these too. I have a lot of watches.
I mean, yeah, I'm with you. Look at this. All these watches I have put new batteries in and they're working. So I've got a pile of watches to list here for maybe $9 a piece, and I make $6 a piece with maybe 4 pictures each.
Do you, let's say with a band that is like a buckled band, not a stretch band or anything, but do you take a measurement of how long the band is, or do you set a ruler by it when you photograph them? Or how?
Well, on a watch like this, it's got different lengths you can set it to. You don't have to put
you
that
really don't
measurement
have to put that in. Okay.
You can drive yourself nuts putting item description stuff on watches. If they're cheap watches, don't mess with all that. You just do a basic description and list it. However, I bought a watch lot from Tanya, the Thrifty Treasure.
Yeah.
And one of the watches I got from her was a Seiko diver's watch. And I sold that watch for $1,600.
Yeah, it's amazing. And she was so happy for you because she has no.
I know.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Yeah. What's there to be mad about? She got money out of the deal. You got money out of the deal. Everybody's happy.
Oh, I was way happier than her because
Yeah.
that watch was awesome.
That was so great. Yeah.
I bought a watch in a watch deal on Dwayne's auction show.
Uh-huh.
And one of the watches was, can't remember the deal, but it was also a very good watch. And it wasn't a watch. It was some jewelry. And then there was a gold bracelet that sold for like $1,200.
Yeah. Did that come from John Cincinnati Pickers?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I've got like, this is a, hold on, my eyes are old. A Nemesis quartz. I thought it was fossil, but it's not. Like, have you ever heard of Nemesis?
I have not.
Okay. I mean, it's got a nice leather band on it, made in the U.S. Nice watch.
So that's where you U.S. made.
Well, the band is. I don't know about the timepiece. Cool. I don't mind spending, some time on these, but I think this fossil will do good, right? Do you ever sell fossil?
Fossil, they're very good, inexpensive watch. I mean, watches go up to thousands and thousands.
Okay, so all 30 bucks probably. I mean, I know they're only like 120 bucks new, so.
Yeah.
But I also know Fossil is a decent enough brand that people will search for it. It's not like a Walmart brand. So, okay. Thank you, Todd. And Tommy wants to know, do people buy lots of cheap watches if working, or is it better to sell separately? I'm not really into reaching for a poly bag for $6, but sometimes I have to. I'm sure you can lot them together.
You can, but I don't do well with lotting watches.
Really? Mm-hmm.
I would rather slap a battery in a $8 watch and sell it separately for $8 and take my $5 and run. I mean, that depends on your business plan. If you can get thousands of watches for cheap, and just lot them together and sell them for a certain price, that may be better than what I do. But I'm a tinkerer. I kind of enjoy the time spent popping out a old battery and slapping in a new one, and
Yeah.
here you go. Here's your $8 watch, and you pay me $2.77 for shipping, and it's yours. And I make my $5, and we're on to the next thing.
That's funny, Tommy. You say scratch out Fossil and put Michael Kors. I'd rather have a Fossil than a Michael Kors. I think Michael Kors is disgusting. That's just. But I'm not like everyone else in the world, because apparently people love Michael Kors. Gross.
But yeah, I sell the heck out of Fossil watches.
Yeah.
They're not any better than cheap ass watches, but people like them. So
it's branded at least, right? Like.
And a lot of Fossil watches are actually stainless steel, so they are actually slightly better than the cheap ones. But if you get watches that have the name Geneva on them, throw them in the trash.
I remember buying a Fossil watch when I was like 18, 19. Brand new. It was like you said, Todd, it was like a stainless steel one. And I found it the other day, and it was all tarnished and, horrible.
Stainless steel tarnished?
Yeah, tarnished. It became all like it had like the coating had come off, and it was like a brownie color underneath.
Ew.
Yeah.
Of course, you live in the UK. Everything tarnishes over there with your humid weather.
It's plated, says Kent Daigle. That would make sense.
Well, Todd, I'm sure these cheap watches are no better than Geneva. Should I just throw them all away? It's in this big bag. They're Pirelli or something. I've never heard of that.
Vivani?
No.
Vivani?
No, it's Forelli. Pirelli.
Pirelli. Well, let's just look real quick on eBay. Let's see.
Quartz stainless steel back. Japan movement.
That said, Hublot is a brand to look out for. Yeah, I don't think Hublot is going to be found.
Oh, right. I would love to find that.
Yeah.
Or
Forelli.
No, Stephen, I wasn't doing a photo shoot with Alfie. I was just my back is hurting now. But yeah, I was just taking photos of more bits and pieces. I'm pretty happy. I'm going to get all this stuff scheduled to go live, and I'm going to show you guys the clothes I bought earlier.
Oh my gosh!
On the way back home, I spent £9 and bought some more clothes.
Cool.
Question for you:
I don't see Pirelli watch.
Okay.
I got no clue on Pirelli watch, Tracy.
Okay, I'm guessing it's like a Walmart brand or something.
I don't doubt it, Shazad. I don't doubt it. Wedding present. Yeah. Watches are often given as like good quality watches. Great wedding gift. Andrew says he's back. Andrew, if you want to pop in, let me know. I'll stick the link in the chat. Let me see if this Google thingy has worked. I have to wait a few seconds to make sure that my photos reach the cloud. I'll pop on for a bit. Yeah, cool. Paula Curling says Fiorelli is a designer brand.
These are not.
Z, why do you schedule? I've never understood that. I only see overseas people do it. I don't know. I think it's because it's. I think like it to make listings go live over a number of days rather than just have a lot of activity on one day. That's the thinking behind it, I suppose. But
well, you don't pay for it, do you? Like,
yeah, we don't pay for scheduled listings. So like if anything, it's like because you might sit down one day and do a whole bunch of listing, you might not get a chance to do much listing otherwise. So that's why I kind of like rather than making like 30 go live in a day, just do 10 over 3 days at least. Then you feel like something new has gone on your store every day. That's the thinking. Whether it works or not, who knows? Probably doesn't. Hello, Andrew.
Hey, hi everyone.
Hi, Andrew.
How are we all today?
Very well. How about you? What's for dinner?
I'm good. I'm about to do some more fajitas.
Oh no!
Just didn't get enough.
Well, I've got to use the rest of the pack.
I've got a Reese's Nutrageous bar here.
That sounds delicious. I want that.
That is the best.
Yeah.
I was just listening to what you were saying about scheduling. I do that as well because I can't always list every day with being away at work and stuff. And I find if I don't list on particular days, the sales drop. But since I started scheduling listings and putting them to go live every day, the sales have climbed back up again.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
that's work.
Kind of, isn't it? Whether there's any science, it makes you feel better anyway. I think that's, and people always say that regular activity and whatnot. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I mean, I can. It's like when I went to free shipping. I saw a 40% uplift in sales over 3 months, and I hadn't changed anything else other than going to free shipping on everything. So,
really,
yeah. But I think
how much percent?
40% it worked out as. It was crazy.
Really,
I couldn't believe it. And then other people have switched to it and have had no difference at all. And some say they've actually had less sales. So I don't know why.
It really is. You've got to work on how it works for you.
Yeah.
I suppose it depends a lot on what you're selling, but that is an incredible increase.
It was just mental. To be honest, I was struggling for sales, so I thought, right, I'll try free shipping, and then it just seems to do the trick. So I've never looked back since.
Do you think that's because of the types of items you sell in particular, or because
I sell a lot of media, and I think a lot of the competition has free shipping on as well. So
yeah, I think you do have to look at if you're selling in a market where people have expectations or something. Like with the RC Pass, I offer free shipping in the UK as well, and not just that. I looked at what a lot of other sellers were charging for their international shipping, so that I could compete.
Yeah, I compete with my mind you, I just asked my competition what they were charging. Most of them were in the chat at the time, and they all told me. So I just went with the same prices.
Yeah.
I don't believe in trying to undercut people or anything like that. I don't think it's a good way to do business because you just end in a race for the bottom. But
well, yeah, I mean, I'm probably actually a little bit more than most of the competition. Like I've got like a flat rate charge to Europe of $5.99.
Yeah.
And most of the things I'm selling are under 100 grams and go as a large letter. So I'm like, I could charge less, and some sellers do charge less. But I'm like, I'm offering it. It's $5.99 if you want it. That's fine. I actually had someone buy something from me and then decide that I'd overcharge them because of they paid $5.99 shipping. And they saw that I'd paid less.
You're doing it through click and drop, are you? Because it's so annoying that I sharpie it out now.
Well, that's what we've resorted to. Becca's been sharpening out all the things that we ship out now, unless it's cost.
Can't you just click that button that says "Do not print that on the label"?
For some reason, on the Royal Mail website, that's not an option. Crazy.
That sucks. We can do that here. It's simple.
You should be able to do it. It's just ridiculous that you can't.
Much like Royal Mail want people to know how cheap they are.
Yeah.
Okay, so Watcher1421 asked me what watch do I wear myself. This is a fairly rare Favre Luba Swiss watch, 18 karat gold, hand wind. It cost me $300 and it's worth about $600.
Nice.
It's a fairly small watch, so it looks kind of girly on me, but I don't care. I can be a girly because it's 18 karat solid gold.
Nice.
And it runs like awesome. So there you go, Watcher1421. That's my favorite user watch.
Do you call it your daily driver? I really hate that term. When I hear people using it, this is my day. They talk about their mobile phones like that as well.
No.
It's a very YouTube thing, though. Whenever tech reviewers are reviewing phones and things, they always say, "I'm going to use this phone as my daily driver," and I feel like just
slapping them.
Yeah, or just beating them around the head with the phone.
Yeah.
Like my daily driver is a $9.99 Casio, which is the only watch that I currently own as well.
Casio.
I mean, it depends on what you want to do with a watch.
I literally only got this because I was always turning up late for meetings and work were getting pissed off. So I said, stuff it.
Yeah, you got to have a reliable watch if you use a watch for its intended purpose.
Then they,
however,
did they kick off when I put the expenses claim through as well?
If you ever need to cross international borders and carry a valuable amount of purchasing power with you, a watch is the best way to do it, because you're limited to perhaps $10,000 carrying internationally on your person before you're stopped at the borders and saying, why are you carrying all this money with you? However, you can carry a $60,000 Rolex watch on your wrist, slap it in the bin and run it through the scanner at the airport and come out the other side, and you've got a $60,000 value watch on the other side that you can use in the next country for your whatever purpose.
Whatever various purpose you have.
Yes.
I suppose a watch that's worth that much, it's not really, it's still going to be worth pretty much the same whatever country it's in, because
people used to do that a lot with jewelry, didn't they?
Okay, so Kent had to, when he went to China, declare the value of his watch.
Oh, really?
That I have not traveled to China, but that makes sense.
Who's he calling Ainsley now?
Shazad says you really needed web interpret shipping. Yeah, I do need to look at that. That did look super cheap.
Do they do shipping on web and
Yeah,
surf?
they do, and it's really cheap as well. It's kind of like global shipping program though. Kind of puts me off it because it's you send it to them and then they send it on. It's cheap, but I like I don't know. I just like sending stuff directly.
I take it what was I going to say? The free web interpreter that I'm using at the minute doesn't include access to that. It's only for the paid subscription.
What are you talking about?
On web interpreter, I'm just on the free.
Oh, right.
One, so I'm assuming that doesn't have the option to opt in for their shipping with it.
Yeah. No, I think the shipping thing is a separate thing anyway. I think. Who knows?
Might have a look at that myself. So I was talking, was it last night or the night before? I can't remember. I've just agreed a deal on a new unit with an office built into it now.
Oh, really? Cool.
So I'm going to be moving into that hopefully in the next few days.
Getting it all out of the house.
Yeah, exactly. All out of the house, which then means I've got 2 rooms in the house I can rent out as well, which will more than cover the cost of any shipping container and means that I'm not living and tripping over tat and getting killed by Mickey Mouse.
Yeah. The annual fee, that is how much I endorse it. Yeah, I mean, web interpret is it's worth, because the thing is, with your free one,
the free one, it's worth it. I get sales for it.
You'll definitely get sales for it, but they control which ones get converted, don't they?
They do, yeah.
You start paying, then they convert everything. So depending. Yeah. But yeah, it's definitely a good service. I'm very happy with it.
I'll probably sell about 10 things a month on the free service, and it's some of it's stuff that I've had listed for months. So
we're still 50-50 pretty much, international shipping to UK. So it makes sense for us to have it turned on. Although we've only recently just started getting sales through it again. It went quiet for a bit. I don't know why.
I'm about 70-30 in terms of overall, but obviously the 30% that I sell is people who've bought it via eBay UK. I'm not quite sure how that works, whether they're actually going onto eBay UK themselves or whether it just pops up on the bottom of the listings like stuff does here. I know obviously with web interpreter it's getting listed directly on the actual website itself, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm so productive today. Sorry, I'm just had 14 listings I'm going to have ready now. So it's not bad.
That's good.
See, Shazad's doing 6 to 7k a month on web interpreter.
Web interpreter alone, yeah.
I'd like to do 60 to 70 quid in total a month on it. So.
Yeah, but Shazad's kind of a different business model to us.
I am having to change my business model now as well because my media contact is now retired.
Yeah, so you said you bought the last lot of stuff of him.
I did, yeah. So now I'm really going for the clothing at the minute. I've got a wholesale job lot of clothing coming in just as an experiment to see what that's like as well.
Shazad says there are downsides. I've had 4 30-day bans. Wow.
Jesus.
That must be, yeah, but for Shazad, eBay is not his main thing, so, but that must be a little bit concerning. And Tea Cake says web interpret did not work for us. They lost 2 high-cost items. Then also they convert English to English, charge for it. Then you have to send them instead directly to the UK customer. Really, I use web interpret and I send my items directly. You must be talking about the shipping option that they use, like Shazad mentioned, TKs, because I don't use. I just send direct to the customer. And, like the way I see it is we're charging $5.99 shipping. Most of my shipping is like $280 to $330. I'm happy with that. so it covers against any items that like get lost or don't arrive or whatever, which is actually quite a negligible amount.
You see, my margins are tighter because I'm aligned to the competition. I'm charging £4.50 and paying £4. Because most of my stuff's over 100 grams, but it's I've got to line up with them, otherwise I won't get the sales. So
so how do you say niche? Crap.
Niche.
Negligible.
Oh, negligible.
Negligible.
Yeah, negligible.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I just
no, not at all. Not at all.
English pronunciations are really strange sometimes.
The thing is, the variation between north and south as well is quite drastic. So, like the way I pronounce things is very different to how a lot of other people pronounce the same word up here. So,
negligible.
How would you say it?
I would say negligible.
It doesn't sound.
It sounds the same.
Yeah.
Well, no, you just said a minute ago when you were saying it something slightly different, and I was like, that sounds different than I would say it.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're more than welcome to interrupt. It's absolutely fine.
So here just says it more refined sounding. It's
oh my god.
Well, Texans aren't known for like.
Just Brett doesn't mean he's gonna pronounce every word perfectly correctly.
Look how I drink my Pepsi Max.
Oh, it's so fancy.
What? Say that again.
Where's it? They call...
He had his pinky up when he drank his Pepsi Max.
Pepsi Max. What do you?
I don't even know what that is. We don't have Pepsi Max, do we?
You don't have it. It's like the Coke. Do you have Coke Zero?
Mm-hmm.
It's like the Pepsi version. What do they call it? It's the one with the poison instead of the sugar.
Mm-hmm. The good stuff.
Poison instead of
I've heard it's just Pepsi that belongs to your work colleague Max that you stole from him.
Is that what you thought it was?
That's the rumor I've heard, you know.
Right, I'm going to schedule these.
Do you guys have English muffins where you are in America? I think that's what they call them over there.
Yeah, you guys don't call them that though, do you?
So where's the here? It's a barm cake. Where I am, it's a bap. If you go to Liverpool, they call it something different there again. In the south of England, it's a roll.
Yep, it's a roll.
It's got 5 different names within about a 50-mile radius.
Up here, there's balm. It's balms around here. A balm, BARM.
So why do you call a schedule a schedule?
Well, some people do call it schedule, I suppose. I just call it a schedule. It's just, I don't know. I mean,
that's how you say it in the great
I noticed like MPs also, you know, when they speak, they say things like issue for issue.
Yeah.
And they'll say I don't know, all these other words they speak, like, it's really irritating to me. Issue. Yeah.
Issue. That sounds French. Issue.
But it's not just that word. There are many other words which are like that, and they pronounce them with that sibilance type thing. I need to remember what the other words are. There's many others. God.
It seems like that's more of a stick up your ass kind of way of saying it. Is that correct?
Issue.
I only ever hear it when I hear MPs talking. So
who? MPs? Military police?
No, members of parliament. Yeah.
So like your senators and your congressmen.
So yeah. Okay, that's it.
We have a House of Lords, which is the equivalent to the Senate, and then MPs are like the equivalent of congressmen. Roughly.
Oh, buns and baps where I'm from, but they are also words used for lady bumps.
Yeah.
If I'm ever talking about baps, I'm not talking about English muffins.
Really?
Babs? I've never heard that.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard of Hooters, and I've heard of tits, and I've heard of
Baps is a thing.
lady bumps, and I've heard of
pillows.
pillows.
I've never heard them.
Babs?
I'm fine with all those words except I hate the word tits. I think it's trashy.
That's trashy.
Boobs.
Tatas.
Titties are fine.
Pancakes. Ken Bagel says pancakes.
Danglers.
Fun buns. Here we go. The side chat is going crazy now.
Yeah. We like to destroy Zahir's channel.
Oh, it's fine.
I know.
Sorry, Zahir.
No, don't worry. It's fine.
Not worried.
So we can launch all over your channel.
No, it's fine, honestly. Stu says don't forget knockers.
Knockers, that's right.
Oh, yeah. Knockers. Hooters. Let's see. We used to call them headlights.
Yeah.
Back in the day. Oh, she's got a good pair of headlights.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was
jugs. That milkers.
Jugs.
Bruce Jenners.
Babylons. Tea cakes says Babylons. Babylon.
Yeah,
mosquito bites.
That was very Ali G.
Yeah, there's a restaurant in Waco near where I live that actually had a shootout about a year ago at Twin Peaks Restaurant.
Yeah, I remember that.
Killed a bunch of bikers.
I know.
The police killed a bunch of bikers because they were being rowdy beyond control.
Yeah, how many? Wasn't it like 9 or something? There was a lot.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, it was. As you laugh.
Fortunately, I'm not a biker and I wasn't involved, but
yeah, Twin Peaks is a restaurant chain here, like a Hooters, kind of, I think.
Ooh,
yeah, it's like
I do love visiting Hooters when I go to America.
Yeah.
It's a particular highlight. Nice chicken wings.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I might keep these now in my size.
How do you have to dress for work, Zahir?
Just black trousers, and then I have a shirt that they provide.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I have like a jacket.
So how's the new job going?
Yeah, today was good, but I think it's because I get paid tomorrow, so I'm feeling positive. Yeah, it was good. It was a good day actually. I think I got to grips with it better today. Like it wasn't as tiring. It felt, I think I'm getting more used to it.
Yeah.
Definitely gonna. It's definitely a good thing for us. So.
That's good.
Question: what type is your company car? I don't have one at the moment, Tap Peddler. I'm using. They've sent me a hire car, which is a Suzuki 4x4 thing. It's like but I think I'm gonna be getting like an Astra Estate or something. Probably, I think that's what I'll be getting when I get my regular company car.
That's Saturn in America.
A Saturn.
Yeah, Saturn's the Vauxhall brand in America.
Really?
I can't remember the equivalent model of an Astra anymore.
I didn't know.
But they went through a period where
I know there was Opel.
Started bringing all the
But do you remember Opal? What's Opal?
Like the focus and stuff. I don't know if they still do that.
Watcher 1421 says that big cyber trade usually working sucks balls, but 9 out of 10 for being positive. You gotta be positive. You have to be. It's the only way you're gonna do it. Opal, yeah, I thought Opal, yeah. If they really knew Z, they'd be offering him a Tamiya. Yeah, I'd love the Tamiya. No, like I said, it's a needs must thing, and I'm genuinely like thinking at the moment. I'm feeling. I was really nervous about it over the past few days. I was like, oh, really? But the more I'm doing it, getting used to the new the new daily routine, and working, going home, feeling shattered, but then actually coming out here and getting some work done. It's working nicely, and I think I can actually manage it. And when I get paid tomorrow, that's going to feel really good as well. And when you're at work and you're selling stuff, that feels pretty damn good. Opal, isn't it? Yeah, Opal is Europe. Okay. My Saturn SUV was the worst vehicle I ever had, says Vicky Bluebird.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, Vauxhall are not like renowned for, they're just, I think they're designed to be company cars.
They're not bad. They're just average, really.
Yeah, they're everywhere. Z, did you break the Mini? No, I didn't break the Mini. Thankfully they replaced it because I was like, I can't work in this car. It's just there's no room in it. So it was tiny. It was a nice car, but it wasn't gonna work for being a rep when you're carrying around all the stuff that you need to carry around.
Best car I ever had was a Vauxhall Astra. It just went on and on. It never broke. It didn't cost anything.
Best car's a Honda CRV, man. Yeah, I think I bought these earlier. I'm gonna show you guys some clothes I got earlier for £9. £1. Everything is £1.50 at the bin. I rooted through, and I got these nice Levi chino things. But I'm gonna
put yourself on big screen. I want to see.
No, little screen's fine. Yeah. I'm keeping those. And there's a bunch of other clothes here as well. I've got some Ralph Polo shorts because the summer.
Yeah.
What's this? I don't know why, but I bought these because they're just Banana Republic Hampton pant. Yeah, Hampton pant. I don't even know if that's worth anything. Probably not.
Yeah.
Banana.
So does it have dots underneath where it says Banana Republic?
What do you mean? Does it have dots underneath?
You see the tag.
It's got like a nice shimmery thing with BR across it.
Okay. Yeah.
Can you see that? It's shimmered.
The one that has the dots under it is like the outlet Banana Republic. So those are like real Banana Republic. The actual store.
Hampton pant. No, they're not worth that much anyway.
So you're selling shorts when winter's coming on?
Well, they were £1.50, and Nike shorts.
It's summer in Australia coming up. Yes.
I think that's worth picking up. Oh, these are Calvin Klein khakis. Quite plain though.
Mm-hmm.
And this is called a Ted Baker shirt. So
I love Ted Baker. I wish it resold better over here.
Yeah,
that's okay. But
some of it doesn't sell well over here either. It just depends. Some stuff, it's like with anything, but it does okay.
If you get the Ted Baker floral shirts, they do well.
Yeah. This is just like what's that pattern? Like a small check.
Oh, I can't think of it. Why can't I think of it?
In Ted we trust. See, this is weird, right? This was in a charity shop for £7, right? This Ted Baker shirt, and they couldn't sell it.
Mm-hmm.
So rather than reduce it, it's obviously just been sent to. This is actually on their tag. Look, shop online at eBay. It's a Bernardo's tag.
Shop online at wow.
Yeah, this is one of the big charities here. So they were trying to sell this shirt for £7.
Yeah.
In one of their stores, and rather than reduce it, it's just ended up at this bin where I've picked it up for £1.50. Whereas if they just reduced it to like £3, maybe £4, you know.
Yeah. Oh, that pattern called gingham. Gingham. Mm-hmm.
That sounds familiar.
I don't know why I couldn't think of that. Okay.
Yeah, I'll probably get about £15 for it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not too bad. Will do.
So that's a small haul. Did they just not have much, or you just didn't spend much time there?
There's only one thing to look through, only one bin to go through. So yeah, it's not like a that's all I found on the way back from work. It'd be nice if I could get like a massive lot, but it doesn't often happen. I think it had already been gone through as well. Because like the telltale sign is people put all the clothes on the side of the bin, so they can look in. Small stripe, says Double Con.
I cannot wait to get all this tar out of my house.
You know what? It's amazing when you do it, Andrew. Like it's just cool. I just had an offer on my bum.
You got an offer on what?
On my bum, and by that I mean my bum vintage hoodie.
Oh, fair enough. I thought somebody in the chat was getting. Speaking of which, where's Sonic?
Thank you for clarifying that.
I just thought it was. Well, I mean, I bought this as well from the bins, so it's, I just think it's a funny brand, bum.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I don't know why you'd call. Someone clearly thought
it's bum equipment, right?
Yeah, bum equipment. Yeah.
I don't know what it stands for, or if it stands for anything. I've never thought of picking that up for resale here.
I think there's certain vintage ones are worth picking up because I believe you can find photos of Rihanna and stuff wearing it.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
I would not sell my vintage bum.
Yeah, it's probably best to just keep yours for.
I prefer a modern bum.
Okay.
I hear a 35-year-old bum is the perfect combination.
There you go.
That's not quite vintage, but yes, desirable still.
Yeah.
Sorry. We're just trashing this channel right now.
No, not at
I think
all.
he likes it. Don't worry, Todd. I'm a little shocked at you, though, Todd.
What?
I'm kidding.
I didn't do any. Well, I may have done slight bits.
Yeah, it's one of those vintage. It's quite a cool brand. I think I've worked enough to deserve a bite of my Reese's Nutrageous.
Do you ever get one of these calls where you're absolutely not going to answer?
Every day, basically every time someone calls me.
You can leave a message, and the what do you call it? The description with the phone call says United States. No, I'm not going to answer that.
You've got a whole country calling you. That's impressive.
Isn't it? I must be like Trump. The United States is calling me.
I get a call on my phone that says UK government, usually means I'm late for work again.
One of them here I'm going to pull out. Got to keep my bum always today. Tea Cake says Bum Equipment, a clothing brand under the ownership of Bum Equipment LLC, is a street fashion clothing company that was founded in 1986 in a Seattle garage. Thank you, Tea Cakes. And watch it. I'm a 30-year-old bum with a 30-year-old bum inception.
Wow. I know more about bums now than I originally had planned at the start of this show.
I think you should rename this live stream to Bums Listing Hangout.
Tea Cake's dropping knowledge bombs about bum.
Yes, I think one day there's going to be a Wikipedia entry about how Malik Enterprises started an office in the northwest of England.
Who's getting beat up over there? I'm just kidding.
Oh, I had to just find.
I'm just kidding. See.
One blue box B. Oh. And by the way, I knew you were kidding. I think because I think it's like that difference in humors, is it? Like,
yeah. I feel I need to say that.
Yeah, I think that's,
in case you don't understand, I'm not.
No, because Todd said it a couple of times as well. I noticed. Where you feel
You're right.
Yeah, I noticed. I'm like, I do get it.
You have all the powers. You can boot me off here anytime you get pissed at me.
Where's this bag?
Live hangout with Gilf, Dilf, Milf, and Andrew. I must be the self.
I'm not sure what all the other ones are. I've got Dilf and Milf, but what's the others?
Okay. The G is the grandfather.
Oh.
D is a dad. M is a mother. And then there's Andrew.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, Gilf, yeah.
I'm just an elf. Honestly, you fall over live once on YouTube and nobody forgets it.
No one will ever, yeah, I don't think, you're ever going to be allowed to forget that. Which is fair enough.
Speaking of forgetting, I went to Aldi today to buy some cider, and that's the one thing I didn't come out with.
Really? Hey, Nick, how are you? Very quiet. Are you actually working? Yes, we've been working. So working. Apart from Andrew, who's making apart from Andrew, who's making out of the box. What is it? A fajita?
Yeah.
A handmade from scratch fajita.
You look distinctly nonplussed by it.
It's edible.
It's edible. Hey, Bron Bowman, how are you? Oh my god, the beard, where'd it go? Yeah, I didn't enjoy eating my spaghetti bolognese this evening, so I made an executive decision to get rid of it. It interfered with food.
I knew something was different, and that was it.
That was it. Nick says, I'm switching loads of old stock to auction, having a big clear out. That is something that is so, I need to think about that more often on the general store. Like, send stuff to auction more regularly. Like, since they've added the free auctions, I've not really taken advantage of it. Have you, Andrew? Like, have you found that you've...
I very rarely use auctions, because when I do, I find that even when I put them on for 99p, they don't sell, and I end up just putting it back on buy it now, and then it sells on buy it now again.
Yeah.
So I've never that's for auctions.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think I found similar to yourself. It's never really, but like Nick says, we get free auctions, right? May as well. That's the thing. I get like 300 auctions. I mean, I don't use it on my RC store because it's pointless. But like on the general store, you still get a certain amount of auctions, even on the entry store, don't you? Like 20 or something. I don't know.
20 or something, yeah. But yeah, I think you have to put a huge amount on auction, like 100 or so at a time. I say huge, quite a bit on auction, 100 or so at a time to get some sales out of it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it works if you're only doing the occasional item here and there.
Yeah.
But my issue with doing it is, say I listed 100 items at auction and they all sold, I'd have no chance of getting the packing done.
Yeah.
And doing work as well. I'd have to take the following day off work.
How would that go
now? To be honest, I'm in charge of the time off for the team and everything anyway, so I would just ask myself, shall I have a day off?
Oh, there you go.
But
so you have to do all the rotas or something.
You don't have to phone in to the Queen or anything?
God, no. They do get annoyed with me though if they want to get hold of me and I've decided to take a day off and not told anyone.
50 free auctions on basics. Yeah, see, I get 50 free auctions on the basic store. I need to use them. The beard is gone. You look 10 years younger, says Grand Resales. Oh, thank you. Kevin Rosen says your bum is now mine. Oh, was it you, Kevin? Thank you.
Aw. That sounds interesting.
Yeah.
We could do it.
Technically, it's on Beck's door, so it's Beck's bum.
Oh, that's even more interesting, actually.
If anyone wants to bid on my bum, I'm starting the auction at 99p.
There we go. You can have Andrew's too.
So I have a serious question for everyone and the side chat, because here has 71 watchers now.
Hi, guys.
What percentage of your purchases for resale are bad buys? What percentage would you say of your purchase are bad buys? Everybody in the side chat, put a percentage.
Ooh.
The percentage of ever.
But what do you count as a bad buy? Do you count things that sell but don't sell how you expected them to sell, as in they took longer or you sold them cheaper, that kind of thing?
Yeah, you eventually had to donate them or throw them in the trash or discount them to a zero profit sale.
I'd say about 10%, 5% maybe. I don't know.
10% to 5%.
Maybe. I'd say overall, surely it's got to be, because things don't work. Or for example, I'm talking more about like when you're thrifting and things like that, and you buy electricals, and if they don't work, maybe 10%. Yeah. I'd say that would be probably at the higher end of it though, because you can reduce the risk so much now with checking prices and whatnot.
10%. I would say somewhere between 5 and 10.
Yeah,
because I don't know how I source anyway. It's really hard to lose money.
It's
My business model is buy it cheap and buy it
pump crack is at 100%.
Wow.
Sweetheart, pump crack. Get to listing.
But it also depends on what you sell.
20%, really, Lucy? 20%.
That's a lot. Like that's a lot.
Well, I mean, it depends on what you're buying too, I suppose. If you're buying lots of gold and 20% turns out fake,
okay,
but 80% turns out real gold, you could still be on mega profit. Vintage Vandal, 99%.
Well, and if you're looking at it like something I wouldn't buy now, but I bought back then, but I still made a profit, like I don't consider that a bad buy. I consider that a learning experience, and I still made, that's not a bad buy to me. So it's kind of,
I would argue that there's no such thing as a bad buy, because you learn something from everything that you sell or don't sell.
Yeah.
Even if it's never to pick it up. But
Mr. Positive, shut up.
I mean, in the last few years, since being up here, so we've been up here like for 3 years, right? Mm-hmm. Everything we've bought for the, like thrifted wise, not RC stuff. RC stuff's different because we're just waiting for it to sell. That's how it is. But like everything we've bought, like from charity shops, car boots, or whatever, we've only felt the need to do like 2 car boot sales ourselves to just get rid of stuff.
Yeah,
that's built up, which isn't really a lot. And a lot of that stuff was just stuff we wanted to clear anyway or whatever. So I think you can reduce your risk. It's not really a lot of risk, is it, when you're...
Yeah, and I guess, who said it, Kevin? To justify the time taken to put into it is also a part of that percentage, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely.
I also, a lot of those items that I put too much time into, I'm glad I experienced those too.
Yeah. I think that's one thing that is really important to remember is the time input, definitely. It's
the part that most people forget about.
Yeah. It's all too easy to just look at the numbers, but if you calculate the time as well, that's really what you need to be looking at. Definitely.
So It looks as though we're around a 10% average on responses.
But I don't think that's very like scientific from me. Like I need to.
No, it's absolutely not scientific.
It's not. Do you know what I mean? Like you've asked me, and I've kind of come up with a number I'm comfortable with that feels right.
When you say comfortable, do you mean that's the number you wish it was? It's actually 70%.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Do you know what I mean? I don't know.
Todd, what is your bad purchase percentage?
Oh my gosh. Probably, yeah, I'm hitting the average probably at about 10% because, yeah, I mean, it's unavoidable, right? Because you buy some things like in electronics that you get them home and they just don't work.
Yeah.
Or you buy a lot that you think, oh, this stuff looks great and the comps are great, and you get them home and then you try to sell them and they won't sell.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I think
10% sounds about.
I don't think that's bad. I don't think that's a bad number. If you look at retail stores, their numbers are probably way higher.
I think like for me as well, like because I tend to now just buy like my clothes. I found a source where I'm paying £1.50, so I'm not really losing any time I'm selling on clothes.
Yeah.
Right.
The RC stuff we buy in bulk. So again, when you look at the cost of that, we're not losing. So I think the way you source can really affect that as well. So when you're buying, when you're buying in bulk and stuff, it can really remove the whole element of it being a fail, unless you just buy like a giant lot, which turns out to be something that you can't sell any of, which is not likely. Yeah.
there's stuff that you buy and it turns out you can't sell it on eBay as well. Like I got was it cigarette stuff, a job lot of that. Paid pennies for it, but I couldn't sell it on eBay. So it just ended up going on the Facebook. I still made profit on it, but it just ended up going as a job lot on Facebook. But there was no way, other than me actually understanding a bit more about eBay categories, for me to scan it and say, "Oh, you're restricted to sell this."
I think a blatant fail that I made though is something. There's a blatant fail that I had though, which I talked about on Two Aussie Thrifters channel, where like your any sharp knife sharpeners, these little suction cups that click onto your worktop and you drag your knife through them to sharpen them. I ended up like really early on buying a couple hundred from Alibaba. And only to find out that as soon as I listed them on eBay, I got like a lawyer's letter from from the actual company that owned the design of the Any Sharp.
Oh no!
Yeah, informing me that I don't have the rights to sell that design. I shouldn't be doing it. So I ended up having to just take a loss and sell it locally.
And were you able to sell it locally?
Yeah, but I lost. I think I paid like once customs and everything had come in. I mean, I'd worked out a really good deal. I think I was only in them for like £2 a piece or something, or under £2 a piece. But it was I can't remember what it was. But I think it was overall. I think it was like £200 worth. So I think it was like £2 a piece, and it was like 100 of them. And I ended up selling them for 50 quid to someone locally. So I lost some money, but it's not really that bad, really, when I think about it, because I'm like, well, I tried it, I learned something from it, because there's a lot of things I like to learn as well from that, because it was a really crappy product as well. So I didn't really know about ordering from China, getting samples of it. It was a really crappy product. The packaging was horrible. It probably wouldn't have even sharpened a knife. So,
my most recent, in all honesty, and sharing. I bought out the close of an estate sale, and I spent $300, and I got a whole storage unit full of stuff. And it was like pillows and old women clothes and very few good items to sell. And I am struggling to make the $300 back at this very moment. So, yeah, that was a very bad purchase.
Did you not get to look at it first? Or, I mean,
I did, but I don't know. I'm fairly friendly with the sellers. They were.
Did you tell them then? Did you explain that it was crap?
No, I don't tell anybody their stuff is crap. But
That's where you're going wrong, Rod.
But sometimes, in the interest of being friendly and being a good person, I don't know. Sometimes that gets me in trouble.
I think is this from someone that you buy regularly, or
no? Okay. The gentleman had been in 2 major automobile accidents. It was nearly killed in both of them.
Yeah.
And he and his wife are fellow teachers. I'm a retired teacher.
Okay.
And I don't know.
It's almost like a good deed, like helping out.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that was pretty stupid to give them $300 for their crap. But
from a business perspective, it probably wasn't the wisest move.
No, it wasn't. But I mean, I will come out basically breaking even.
And you'll have helped someone out.
I do that kind of stuff too, Todd. It's just the right thing sometimes. It's
But I have worked very hard, and it's not turning out to be.
You probably won't do that again.
Well,
I'm sorry. You got a super chat from Krillin.
Oh, thank you, Krillin Rob. Thank you. Let me find it.
On the other hand, my wife is doing a garage sale for her. She does theater and one-act play at her school, and she's doing a garage sale to make money for costumes and props and basically her activity account at the school to support her one-act play stuff. So I will wind up donating a massive amount of quantity from this estate buyout.
That's so smart. I did the same this year. I took up bags of vintage clothes that I'd gotten at estate sales, but just didn't. They weren't worth listing, and I took them all up there to the school for their place. It's a great place for people, and that people tend to forget to take things to that kind of place.
So just to reply to Rob, thank you for the $2 super chat. Looking good without the beard, thank you. How is Brexit doing? Depends on who you ask. is the right answer. It depends on who you ask. I'll leave it at that. It's Andrew, how's Brexit?
Don't talk about Brexit. I'm not even sure I can talk about Brexit, like officially anyway. I've got to go. I promised Peter I would join his live listing stream, but I didn't think I'd be on here so long, so I'm like 40 minutes late, so I think I'm in trouble.
Oh, I didn't know Peter was doing one.
Yeah, he's doing a listing stream, but thanks for having me on again, Z. Lovely to catch you.
Anytime.
And I might be back in a few minutes once Peter shouted at me.
No worries.
See you all, folks. Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. I've got a couple more close to photos, I think. And those drafts will be done. And that'll mean, how many will that mean?
But yeah, sometimes it's hard to know what a bad buy is.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know if you watch Dwayne's auction channel,
Mm-hmm.
but I spent $300 on some silver jewelry. It's not here yet. We'll see.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
You never know.
I know. And see, that's the thing. Like the clothes that I took up to the high school from the estate sale that I purchased vintage stuff from, I made my money back on several pieces, and these were just items that I didn't want to list or that were damaged. So that's not a bad buy. That's just the leftovers after making money. You know, so you have to look at it correctly. I don't know. And I think you'll be fine on that silver stuff. I mean, that was a high price that you paid, for sure.
Yeah, but if the ounces turn out, it's
but
the very most that I could lose is 0.
Yeah, of course.
Because the melt value on the silver is actually about the price I paid.
But how can it be 17 ounces if she had it set on pounds? It'd be a pound and.
Well, a troy ounce is equal to about 1.9 regular ounces. So
I guess I didn't think about that.
Perhaps about a 10% difference in ounces. So she said 17 ounces, even at regular ounces, that might be 10% less than silver ounces. Am I making sense?
Well, yeah. I think it was just the way she worded it, that because Tommy and I were discussing that, and the way she worded it was she had it set on pounds, and it said 17 ounces. So if you have it set on pounds, it's not going to say 17 ounces. It's going to say 1 pound, 1 ounce, right?
Right. Here, I'll screen share. Hang on. Let's see.
But maybe I'm not the smartest cookie in the cookie jar.
I am. Oh, please. We're all dumber than dirt.
I'm just saying cookie jar because I have some cookies sitting here I want to eat.
What?
What? No. I don't know.
Okay, hang on. Where am I at here? Let's see.
And I'm not trying to start. I like her, so I don't know.
Yeah, Donatella is a very nice person. Entire screen.
Yeah, she'll make it right if it's not right. And she said that at the beginning, the end, and I think she will. You know, if anybody's disappointed and thinks it was misrepresented, that she will make it right in one way or another. So that's what I do trust. She said that about the jar that I was bidding on myself. Like, if you get it and it's not great and you can't make money, to let her know. And I think she would probably step up and do what was right.
Yeah, and I'm not worried about it. It should be
You
fine.
don't have it. I don't think you
Do
have
you
it.
see my screen now? Am I screen sharing?
Yes, I can. Let me just add it to the screen. There you go.
Oh, sorry.
You can see it now?
Okay. I don't know. Do y'all see it?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
We could see it before you did what. Yeah, we can see it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So 1 troy ounce, which precious metals are measured in troy ounces, equals 1.09714 regular ounces. Avoirdupois. I don't speak French, but avoirdupois ounces is this amount. So 17 ounces of silver measured in the highlighted here is still only 10% less than a troy ounce of silver. So we're within 10%.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's a good purchase, but you never know.
Well,
What's a bad purchase?
I just want to add something actually to the whole bad buy thing, because sorry to cut you off. Did you want to say something, Tracy?
No.
Yeah, you did. You're such a liar.
Well, I'll go after sometimes.
Tracy always lies.
I'm a big liar. Don't forget it.
It's fine.
She's from Texas.
Yeah.
She has to lie about how good the Texans are.
No, like one thing that's really worth pointing out as well is you can make a profit on a good buy, because I think looking back, I've made some really risky buys that just happened to go right. So my risk level wasn't necessarily worth the return. So for example, there was a time where I blind bid on I like retro hi-fi, and I was bidding at auction, and I bid way higher than I should have done really, on an untested cassette separates unit. There's a company called Revox, a really good company. I think I paid like £230 for it. Now I sold that and bragged about it on YouTube as well. Like I sold it within the week. I bragged about it on YouTube. Look, I turned 230 into 450. I'm not messing around with all these small things. Look at me. Here I am now selling £6 RC parts. But like, I did that and it felt good, but that was very risky because I hadn't tested it. Like a vintage bit of electronics.
Yeah.
To buy it without even having a chance to have seen it in person or tested it, just bought it like on a whim.
Yeah.
Not on a whim, but like I was excited. I knew what Revox was, and I paid for it. Luckily, it worked out in my favor, and I was able to brag about it. But was that risk reward ratio? Was it worth it? It's kind of like what traders talk about when they trade on the markets and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They like certain trades, like professional traders versus like normal everyday people that want to pretend that they're traders. That's the difference. Tends to be that professional traders work on a risk reward ratio. Like, was it worth it? And in my opinion, even though that sounds like a good deal, that I flipped 230 quid into 450 quid, take away the fees from the 450, you're down to around 400. The cost of the shipping, if there was any returns, etc., was that profit then suddenly worth it? It's risky. Was it a good buy? I don't know. I don't think it was.
Really? But it gave you something to brag about, is it here?
It did. But my point is, like, you can make profitable buys aren't necessarily good buys.
Yeah, it could have gone the other direction easily.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Now, have you forgotten what you were going to say?
No. Actually, what I was going to say, Todd, is one of those necklaces is kind of special. I know that Monet, they didn't make a lot of sterling silver necklaces, so I think you should probably get about half of that returned on that one, don't you think?
I think I should at least double my money.
Yeah.
But
that wasn't enough for me to bid that high to double. I don't know. That was just me, though.
Precious metals are a tight market. If you make 20-30% on a precious metals item,
true,
you have done well.
That's true.
I
never thought of it that way, really.
You have got to have, in precious metals items, you have got to have a large buy-in ability compared to selling ability. And that's not to say that you won't go to an estate sale and find a sterling silver set of swans to sell like I did this week for $1 each and sell them for $70 for the pair.
Those were cool too.
They were cool. But
like those.
That was just a miss by the estate sale folks, which I took advantage of. Poor estate sale company, those poor devils.
Yeah.
Anyway, where was I going? The margins on precious.
Costume sometimes. I think costume can make you just as much money, you know?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Costume jewelry, you can make tons more money.
Yeah.
On return on investment.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, if something is sterling silver, it is sterling silver, and it has a base minimum
value.
If something is gold, it has a base minimum.
It's true.
And those are the things that I love to sell if I can get them cheap.
Well, this is what I like to hear you talk about, because I need to rethink my thought processes sometimes, and I like the way your brain thinks.
Well, I mean, if you can buy a solid gold 18 karat watch like this one on my wrist now for $300, and you can sell it for $600, is that a good buy?
Yeah, it's a guaranteed good buy, definitely.
Well, hell yeah. And I paid $300 for this watch, and it's worth $600. I could sell it on eBay in a very short amount of time, but I'm not selling it. I'm keeping it. This is something that I wear, and it looks kind of girly on me because it's kind of small.
It's your daily driver.
I just thought what Tommy said earlier when talking about Donna, I think she cares a lot about her image and would make it right regardless, even if she didn't say it. And I think that's true about her. So you have a trustworthy seller there, you know, that's building a business and hadn't been on YouTube very long. She needs to be trusted, you know. I've recently purchased from a different person on YouTube that I will never go back to because I don't think they know what they're doing, and they don't really care about their status in the auction world, you know. But Watcher says, silver hair stacker, that is yet another part to all of this. We call it a gentleman's agreement in England. Sometimes you must trust a person if they haven't given a reason not to do so. That, you know. But I think and I'm really curious about the medallion, or the Mayan calendar, isn't it, on that one necklace? It was interesting.
Yeah, the Mexico Mayan calendar was one of the pendants on one of those sterling silver necklaces, and it's an iconic item presented in many forms, like on coins and in jewelry. But yeah.
Wow, here's a great story from Tea Cakes. I don't know if you guys saw that. True story at my local car boot. An old guy who used to trade but now just goes for a day out, 2 weeks ago picks up a jar full of costume jewelry and asks two girls how much they want. They say £20. He then pulls out 3 gold sovereigns on chains.
Oh my God.
And tells them to take them home and not to sell there.
Wow.
That was very kind of him, because yeah, that's
3 gold sovereigns, and gold sovereigns are like
I don't know what the
$400 each.
Yeah, they'd be worth a fair amount. Yeah, probably. I don't know what the
300 quid.
Yeah, probably crazy,
Each.
eh? And he was honest enough to
Dang.
Yeah, that's crazy. Our Texas Brenda, look at this lovely comment here, Todd.
Yes.
I'm so happy you're in here, Todd. Rarely do we get to hear from you, and I've learned a lot. There you go.
Oh my God.
We used him up, though.
Used up.
I am dumber than dirt. All I know.
Dumber than dirt. That's funny. So
all I know is what I've learned from other people. So I'm just repeating stuff that I've heard and know from other people.
That's what everyone does, though.
Mm-hmm.
Literally everything in the world is that.
That's
right.
If I know anything, it's only because I learned it from somebody else. So I take no credit for knowing anything about a watch or a gold or a silver or my asshole from a moon.
Well, at least take credit for spreading it on and sending the information onward and upward.
and communicating it in a way that people can appreciate and understand.
Like, I don't really want to go read a book right now. I'd rather have Todd explain these things to me. See?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this business is truly incredible. You never know when you're going to walk into an estate sale and pick out something that's worth 50 times what you paid.
Yeah.
I feel truly fortunate that here in my retirement years that I can make the amount of money that I make on eBay right now just because I'm willing to go.
You won't get that buzz anywhere else.
I mean, I've got a retirement check coming in. I don't have to do this, but yet it pays for Christmas and it pays for vacations and it pays for, I don't know, any innumerable amount of things that I wouldn't be able to afford without it.
Where are you taking us for vacation?
Well,
it's quality of life, though, isn't it? It gives you that extra little quality of life. Thank you thank you, Kevin, for your purchase of the bomb hoodie. I'm gonna get it shipped now. Actually, look at that service.
That is good service. Dang it.
Yeah, when I retired from teaching and just wanted to make a little extra on the side, I went to work at Home Depot. And I worked in the hardware department, and walking around on that concrete floor and climbing up ladders, that got kind of old for the amount of money I was making. So I started selling on eBay, and at the time I started making twice the amount that I was making in Home Depot. I quit working in Home Depot.
That's awesome.
So, and yeah, my part-time job at Home Depot, for the last 4 years, I've more than doubled the amount I made at Home Depot reselling. So that's why I do it.
That's amazing.
It's a no-brainer, isn't it?
It really is, and I'm still amazed every day that I can make money reselling crap.
I know. So have your sales been affected, Todd, with all these wonky things going on within eBay lately?
No.
Yeah.
Because I never did promoted listings. Mm-hmm. I never did. Most of the stuff I sell is unique.
Yeah, I understand.
I mean, How many people have a cheap ass Panda watch to sell on eBay right now? But I do. And I'm selling it for $9 plus $4 shipping. Who else has got one of these? Nobody. I do. So I don't have to compete with anybody. So why should I promote it?
Right, I get that. And I'm not even talking about the promoted.
Okay.
I feel like
that was the latest controversy, right?
Well, that and people not being able to actually follow through with an order and pay, and things not being, visible otherwise, not including promoted, just, bogging down the system. I didn't know if you had seen any decline in yours.
I don't know. If
Good.
If eBay stopped right now, I would be at a loss. I wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah.
I do make some local sales, but not much on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
But it's skimpy if I don't have the eBay, so I wouldn't know what I would do with it were it not for eBay.
Right.
Because that's my platform. I wouldn't know how to begin on Amazon.
Yeah.
Do you do Amazon, Tracy?
I've almost started it a few times, and there's always a reason I don't follow through. It's just not my time yet. I don't know. I want to. I don't think I can give it enough attention right now, honestly. So, no. The answer's no.
I don't go for the new items.
I don't like the idea of retail arbitrage not so much either. Yeah.
Right.
I don't think
I don't either. I'm like, am I going to get my car and go to 50 Walmarts today?
Doesn't that sound like hell?
Oh.
I mean, maybe one day.
Scott, the bearded picker, he just tears it up on that, doing that stuff. Yeah. I'm like, maybe if I was 30 years younger and had the energy and the gas money, and I would go do that. But
yeah,
no, that's not me.
Right.
So I just love selling vintage, and
I agree. But I think if I can get to the point where I want to be, where I travel and resell, then I can look at Amazon in a different manner, and that can just be part of it. It makes sense. Like I don't know. We'll see.
Do you want to travel?
I do. I want to
travel.
I would like a little cottage or shack somewhere, and I want an RV. Yeah.
Wow. No, I'm too old to do that crap.
Yeah.
I'm an old man parked at my old house, which is old, and I'm old, and my house and me, we like each other, and my house smells a little bit like I do. Because I lived here so long.
I have to go. My son needs a ride right now. So.
Okay.
Yeah, well, it's 10 o'clock. I'm going to be clocking off now anyway. So thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Zahir, for having us in.
Not at all. It has been a pleasure. Thanks. You've helped me get a bunch of work done. And thanks to everyone in the chat as well. It's been tremendous fun. Thank you, guys. And hopefully see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.